Kia ora and welcome to this series on the top 5 most sought after suburbs here in Ōtautahi, Christchurch. I'm Caleb Griffian, a local real estate agent who has been helping buyers and sellers navigate this market for close to 9 years. And over the years, I've developed a deep understanding of what people are looking for in a neighbourhood and what makes these places so desirable. So coming in at number 5 of Trade Me Property's most searched suburbs is the perennially popular St Albans. Now geographically, St Albans is one of our larger suburbs, stretching from Flockton Street in the east out to Papanui Road in the west. I often say to people who are looking to buy in this area, look, there is St Albans and then there is St Albans. Located north of the 4 avenues, St Albans is super handy to the central city and it has a rich history dating back to the early 1900s when it was first settled. It was named after the town of the same name in Hertfordshire, England, and many of the streets in the suburb are named after places in the UK. How very Christchurch. One of the most notable features of St Albans is its beautiful tree-lined streets and historic homes. Many of these homes were built in the early 20th century and have been carefully maintained over the years, giving the suburb a charming and historic feel. In recent years, there has been an influx of modern builds and renovations to give the suburb a mix of old and new. Education-wise, parts of St Albans is zoned for Christchurch boys and girls high schools, and the local St Albans Primary is one of just 3 primary schools in Christchurch with a fully resourced Te Reo Māori bilingual unit. There's also St Albans Catholic and St Francis of Assisi for families desiring a Catholic primary education. In terms of amenities, St Albans has plenty to offer. The suburb has several parks, including English Park for those into football, and you'll often see the Crusaders training at Melvin Park on Innes Road. It's home to a broad range of popular cafes and eateries, and the local Peter Tim's Butchery in Edgware Village is a citywide favourite. So what kind of homes can you expect to find in St Albans? Well, as mentioned earlier, there are a variety of homes available, ranging from semi-detached flats to historic villas to architectural new builds. The median sale price for a home in St Albans is currently at around $800,000. You'll be able to secure a 3-bedroom bungalow in the 600s in the eastern parts of St Albans, while you'll be well north of $1 million for anything that has been recently built or extensively renovated in the heart of the suburb. So overall, St Albans is a fantastic place to live where there is something for everyone, and it says a lot about St Albans when people from the adjoining suburbs claim to live there. In 4th place, we have the home of the University of Canterbury and beloved politician Jerry Brownlee. It is the suburb of Ilam. Ilam is a suburb where history meets modernity, where mid-century brutalism mingles with raucous student behaviour and the leaders of tomorrow. Ilam's history dates back to the mid-19th century and it is named after the Ilam estate in Derbyshire, England. Located to the west of Christchurch's central city, Ilam is a vibrant neighbourhood and boasts exceptional amenities and top-notch schools, making it a popular choice among families and professionals alike. The University of Canterbury relocated to its current site here in Ilam back in the mid-70s, and it has been a key driver of the suburb's growth, attracting a diverse population of students, researchers and academics. And this diversity translates into its streets and neighbourhoods. The funny thing about Ilam is that you have $2 to $3 million family homes and shared student flats in really close proximity to each other. And talking of student flats, I used to live in this one right here. But Ilam's appeal goes way beyond just academia. It's a place where architectural gems abound, featuring stunning mid-century homes designed by the likes of Sir Miles Warren and Peter Bevan, like this one. And fun fact for you, the Ilam homestead, it played a prominent role in Peter Jackson's cult classic Heavenly Creatures, starring Kate Winslet and Melanie Lynskey. So the average sale price for a home in Ilam is around $850,000, which does make it quite a sound investment for those seeking a slice of Kiwi paradise. So with excellent schools, stunning architecture, vibrant community, Ilam's a suburb that offers the best of both worlds. It's a place where the past and present converge in creating a unique and inviting atmosphere that draws people in. So as the 3rd most searched suburb on Trade Me Property, Merivale is a location that has everyone talking, and for good reason. Located in the heart of Christchurch, Merivale's history is as diverse as the homes that grace its streets. From the grand mansions of yesteryear to the contemporary abodes of today, Merivale is a suburb that has been transformed over the years. Back in the 1800s, Merivale was just a rural area on the outskirts of Christchurch, but as the city grew, so did the demand for housing, and Merivale soon became a very popular suburb among the city's elite. And the grand homes that were built during this time, many of them still stand today, which is testament to the suburb's rich history. So education-wise, you're spoiled for choice. Not only is Merivale zoned for Christchurch boys and girls high schools, it is within handy proximity of the big four private schools as well. There's Rangiruru, there's St Margaret's, St Andrews, as well as Christ College. Shopping-wise, Merivale residents are well served by Merivale Mall, and Aikman's continues to be a very popular night spot with the who's who of this elite suburb. So now let's talk about the homes available in Merivale. From the quaint villas that line the streets to the grand architectural townhouses, there is something for everyone. And what's the price tag, you may ask? Well, it is sitting at about 1.45 million for the median sale price here in the suburb, but it is worth every cent for a suburb that has so much to offer. So at number 2 in Trade Me Property's most searched suburbs, we have Fendalton, a blue ribbon suburb located in the heart of Christchurch. Now the history of Fendalton dates back to the 1830s when the first settlers arrived. The Dean's brothers established this area here where I am now, known as Riccarton Bush, and it has grown from there. So today Fendalton is one of the most prestigious and desirable neighbourhoods here in Christchurch, thanks to its prime location, excellent schools and beautiful homes. It's a quiet and peaceful residential area, yet it is so close to the central city and nearby shopping precincts over in Riccarton. So Fendalton is in zone for Christchurch boys and Christchurch girls high schools, and if you know anything about Christchurch, where you went to school is key. And as with Merivale, is also in super close proximity to the big four private schools. So in terms of housing, Fendalton boasts some of the most beautiful homes in the city, and it's not uncommon for properties in Fendalton to feature stream boundaries and established gardens. The median sale price in Fendalton sits at just a touch above 1.6 million, reflecting the suburb's desirability and exclusivity. But Fendalton just isn't all about beautiful homes and excellent schools. It's also handy to an array of green spaces and parks, including Riccarton Bush, where I am now, as well as nearby Hagley Park, bordering the central city. So there you have it. Fendalton is a highly sought after and desirable suburb, and it is easy to see why. It offers its residents a high quality of life in a prime location. Welcome to Cashmere, Christchurch's most searched for suburb on Trade Me Property. Nestled in the picturesque Cashmere Hills, just a few kilometres south of the central city, Cashmere offers a perfect blend of suburban convenience and nature's serenity. Established in the mid-19th century, Cashmere's heritage can be traced back to its roots as a farming settlement. Its name is a nod to the Cashmere estate, which was owned by John Craycroft Wilson, who came here via India. And that's why in the western parts of Cashmere, you'll often find street names such as Indira Lane, Bengal Drive, Shalimar Drive, Galley Place. Education is a cornerstone of Cashmere's appeal, with zoning for Cashmere Primary, Thorrington School, as well as Cashmere High. I often hear from homebuyers that they are specifically looking to be in zone for Cashmere High School. The sprawling Victoria Park nestled amidst the hills is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, with walking trails, biking tracks and even a dog park with breathtaking views across the city. And remember how I mentioned that film Heavenly Creatures in our section on Ilam? Well, Victoria Park is the crime scene where Juliet, Hume and Pauline Parker bludgeoned their mother to death back in the 1950s. So if you are into true crime, it's well worth a visit. Cashmere's real estate landscape is a harmonious mix of charming heritage homes and modern, sleek abodes. In the dress circle around Macmillan Avenue and Hackthorn Road, you'll find some stunning character homes. And then in the upper slopes, many of those parts that was developed from the 1960s onwards. And out to the west, the new subdivisions, Cashmere Park and Cashmere Estates, they are proving popular with home buyers seeking modern new build construction on the lower slopes. Cashmere's popularity on Trade Me is testament to its diverse range of housing options, catering to families, professionals and retirees alike. And with its picturesque setting, rich history, top-notch schooling and abundance of amenities, there's no surprise that Cashmere tops the list among home buyers on Trade Me. So there you have it, a tour through the top 5 most sought after suburbs on Trade Me Property, with each one having its own unique history, charm and character. And whether it's proximity to the city centre, excellent schooling or just a strong sense of community, there are different things about these suburbs that make them appealing and wonderful places to live. And who knows, your next new home here in Ōtautahi Christchurch might only be a few clicks away. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope you've found some inspiration for your search. I'm Caleb Griffian, and my aim is to be your real estate resource of choice. So if there is anything I can do to help you in your journey, send me a message. I'm more than happy to help.